I don't know. I've got the lights on, but it's still, I feel like it's really dark for some reason. I don't know. But let's burn some sage. I mean, it was smudged out yesterday. Ooh, we had so much fun at Smudge Fest. At least I did. I think Gabby and Matthew and Teresa did. I think everybody did. We had fun. Saw some old friends. Timmy, I was so glad to see you. Thomas, I wish you had been there. You could have used it. So, anyway, so I hope everybody is doing awesome on this Monday evening. And I got because all my decks are at home. I'll be working from home tomorrow, so if anybody wants to do a personal online reading, I am available, okay? 1, 2, 3, don't go away. Let me pick these up real quick. Those are the first couple of cards there. Let's just see if there's anything else left on through there. So, no, I've got that little Cash App thing going for personal readings, and they're done on a Google Meet room, and I enjoy doing those. Those are fun. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. So we didn't want them to go flying on the floor. So, alright. Grab your beverage. Do me a favor. Love this video. Comment where you're watching from. All my little things that I hold things up with are all at home or at the house. I was kind of lazy about bringing them back. So it's, I might have to do this like one card at a time. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to do it one card at a time because like one card will stand up fine, but there's like a whole bunch of cards. There we go. Alright, so let's take a look at the first card that's coming in, and that energy is really interesting. We've got shape-shifting. Let's see. Okay, and let's talk about the shape-shifting right here. So in shape-shifting, what we're looking at is that exactly that happening. That, and I'm going to say, and it's also that time of, we're getting ready to go into Virgo full moon, and that's when, in Virgo full moon, we're going, especially this year, we're going to see a lot of truths coming up. And I'm going to say, and so it's like people showing their true colors. People showing their true colors. So, that is definitely something that we're going to be facing over the next couple of days. And that includes ourselves. So a lot of our truths about ourselves are also going to be coming up coming up to the surface. Alright, so here's our obstacle. And I'll tell you, this is exactly the conversation that came up to my head the very millisecond I saw this was, oh, this is like the guy that's told you that he's rehabilitated, or the girl, it doesn't make a difference, but that person that's told you that they're rehabbed, they're rehabilitated, they're a new person. They don't do those bad things anymore, and in essence, they are continuing on with that. So on the outside, they're trying to tell you that that they've changed and that they're a new person and they're in a good direction. But the underlying message, and that's the next one coming through, because this ends up being what's your help, is don't believe the BS. And that's exactly the message that came through on here, is that this is the one time universe says to have a lack of compassion. And it's not about having a lack of compassion. It's like, don't feed that energy of this false radiance. Don't feed that energy. That's what, when we're looking at this, it's like people haven't changed. The situation is still the same. They're doing the same thing that they were doing yesterday. It has not changed. You cannot buy into that falsehood with it at all. So that's a pretty strong message coming in when we're, coming in that's shape shifting. So, people are going to start showing true colors, and then you're going to have some fool or somebody that's thinking that they're going to jump on that train and tell you something, and that something is not true. And you're actually, you can pick it up, and it's really funny because it's the reaction is almost like, who is that guy? Ben Steinem, I think is his name. And he talks really flat like this when he talks. Okay, so it's kind of like that upside down compassion, or that love card upside down. It's like we're just going to be over there like, things don't change. They're just the same thing another day. Try me in 6 months, and I'm like, in some cases, 6 months is not going to be enough time for that person or those people to get their act together, to get their energy in a good place through there. All right, so what comes up out of all of this stuff? And I'm like, here we have the winter solstice is about to come to an end. Okay, we've got another, week and a couple of days, something like that. What's today, the 14th? So we have, we have like 6 days until the 20th. Okay, all right, so we have less than a week of winter solstice left. And so what I'm getting through here is to take advantage of this time. Yes, take advantage of this time and do a really quick inventory. And I'm not talking like a forensic inventory. We're talking about a good eyeball inventory and what things that are on the outer edge are you available to let go of. There's a lot of things hanging around that don't serve. And this is just a good reminder of checking in with yourself before spring comes, because spring is your time of growth. What kind of things do you have on your burner? What kind of things do you have on your forefront that you really do want to prosper and grow? Whether it be relationships, such as, having a better intimacy between you and your partner, or finding that perfect gig. So it's like, yeah, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is a ticking, because this springtime is bringing in an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for you to, and I'm going to say it like this, an opportunity for you to check in with yourself and start creating that value, that intrinsic value of self. So this is a time of, it's kind of like, what is my life purpose? All right, we'll start experimenting, start experimenting, start hiking, start to experience experiencing life. One of the things that kind of keeps bouncing in my head is not to forget that in that vision quest that you're you're trying to harness or bring in really positive, good energy in order to raise your own vibration, let it overflow and help, kind of return it back and pay it forward. That vision quest is about seeing opportunities to be light. Seeing opportunities to be light, to help people grow through there. All right. In there is going to be some struggle. You see, vigilance is upside down. And so I'm going to say sometimes it's like people have their head in the clouds, and that they aren't paying attention to fine details that are a part of that agreement. I don't want to say contract, because nobody really signed a contract. A person is good with their word. And so often we make agreements, with our mouth that we're going to do something or be something or change something. And we don't always think about all of the fine details in that. And that's what this card is talking about, is that you're not, some people aren't going to pay attention to the fine details, and they're actually going to find themselves in a place where there's a lot of, uneasiness, a place of where they don't feel safe, almost in a defeated kind of manner. In a defeated kind of manner. I got kind of like, sometimes we feel like people are out to get us. And that was, kind of looking at that cave card upside down, where it says sanctuary. I got the feeling that sometimes we feel like we have all these purposeful enemies. Not everybody is a purposeful enemy. Sometimes people can just be what I'm going to call a negative vibe. And negative, people being negative vibes comes in like so many different levels and so many different ways. You can have somebody that's a pessimistic and they're always looking at the glass half empty. And then you can have somebody that will always think about all of the bad things, the Murphy's Law, whatever that can occur in a situation. And then you can have people that are just so bitter and angry that they want you to feel bitter and angry with them. Misery kind of loves company. And so in here, when I'm looking at this card, it's like, something prison you or keep you in a bondage, keep you in a state of mind, or, that you can't be successful, or that, they're all out to get you, type thing. Kind of uncomfortable little energy with that. I will not lie. That was like kind of like, la, 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 la. Okay, what does it do? It blocks our focus. It tries to take us off guard. It tries to create some havoc in the way that we view things. Chance favors a prepared mind. What's your backup? Do you have side hustles? Do you have side gigs? If something were to happen tomorrow, what's your plan B, C, D, E, and F? I'm not saying to go out there and start prepping for Armageddon by any means. It's not like that at all. It's just, this is a time, this energy coming in, things coming to surface, people showing their true selves. And then sometimes they have to lie in order to kind of like the person that's giving you the BS, telling you that they're a changed person, or no, this is a brand new management team. It could be any place that you're working, and they try to get you to come back, and they tell you things have changed, but things really haven't changed. I really believe it takes a good 3 months. It takes a good, not 3 months, 3 years in order for change to really occur within a person. You can't really change in 6 months and call it a solid or a valid change. It usually takes a couple of years of that change to be in motion in order to say that that person's impact or energy or vibration has been modified or, been elevated up. So at the end of this dark tunnel, because I know it's kind of like crap, I pretty much have a lot of garbage coming my way. Well, yes and no. If you know it's going to rain, you're going to wear a raincoat and take an umbrella and hopefully have, some galoshes on in case it gets really floody, or the BS is high. But at the end, after all of this storm and the yuck that we go through over the next couple of days, up until probably about a week, good stuff comes through. I think the biggest, coolest thing about this is knowing where you really stand on that playing field. So it's like after everything settles, and that'll be towards the end of the week, you'll be able to sit back and go, okay, this is where I am. Now, I have all of these backup plans. Do I need to implement them? Do I need to implement one of them? Or am I kosher? Am I doing great? Can I just roll with this flow? You're already prepared because chance favors a prepared mind. We just know we've got some rough couple of days coming up, a lot of true colors coming out, a lot of people trying to say that it's their true colors, but it's really not. That's okay because everything is going to be blatant and out there and right there on your platter, and you'll be able to see it exactly as it is. Hey, Paul, how are you? So please, guys, don't forget to love this video, comment where you're watching from. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Be as nice as you can if it's a negative comment. Have a great Monday. I am doing private readings tomorrow on my Cash App special. So if you'd like to do that, hey, Christine. Give me a text. It's 405-549-3766, and we'll schedule your personal meeting. They're $35 for a 30-minute reading or $60 for an hour. And my people love them. I can tell you, a lot of my clients love doing the Google Meet readings, because it's really not so much, because I show you the card, but it's more about that interaction, and we get a lot accomplished in that time. So I hope everybody, hey Serena, how are you? I hope everybody has a magical Monday. I've got 2 shamanic sessions tonight. I'm like, oh. But I'm off tomorrow from the office. I'll be working from the home, and I'd love to hear from you. So peace, love, and harmony.